Here with undefeated middleweight prospect Luis Cuba Arias. Man, I saw you was in Miami with the money team, Floyd, Linnell, J. Leon. How was your experience down there, man?
Man, it was definitely something good. We kind of took it as a little, vacation. It was something like, that happened out of nowhere. Got a phone call in the middle of the night. Floyd was like, "Yo, let's go to Miami. Bring your boxing stuff." So it was fun. It was cool to be able to, spend some time with, Floyd and the whole team, and just away from Vegas and away from, what we usually do, but at the same time, take care of our business. We was out down there working out as well, so it was definitely cool. I got to see, what Miami is like, alongside, the superstar, Floyd Mayweather. So it was definitely a lot of love and a lot of fun.
How was the work down there? Like, did you guys find a gym? And
yeah, we found a gym. Floyd wanted to make sure we got our good workouts in. So Miami's there's a lot of boxing down there. So it wasn't that tough to find some work. So we went down there. We found a gym. We got our workout in. We got our sparring in. So it was a good trip.
Was Floyd, did he just kind of try to take you guys under your wing? Did he tell you guys a lot of advice while you were out there?
But Floyd had us under his wing for a while now. It's been some time that I've been under him and being able to build a relationship with him.
Yeah.
But of course, he was down there, showing us certain things about life, certain things about boxing and the game, and just teaching us knowledge about just everything, But at the same time, we were just all just cool, being friends down there and just having a good time, just taking it day by day.
You made your pro debut, I believe, on the Abner Maris Moreno undercard. How was it just to kind of get that off? Get that over with, because it's been a long process.
Yeah, it was a long process for me. Obviously a little tougher than I wanted to, but at the end of the day, it was good. Things worked out like they were supposed to work out. I got everything straightened out, and I got to go in there and do what I love to do. So it was definitely an amazing experience. Something that I'll never forget. You never forget your first one. So it was great. And I loved it. I definitely loved it.
Any talks of a return for you in the next fight?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna fight in January. I want to stay real busy. I wanna put up at least 9, 10. This next year. So we definitely will fight. I'm gonna aim to fight. Once every 6 months. Once every 6 weeks. So definitely mid to late January. I'll definitely be. We're training now. So we stay in the gym. So that's no problem. So it's just a matter of whenever Floyd wants me to get in there, so definitely January, definitely February, looking to try to get on that, Ishe's, fight in Detroit, so J. Leon, so we'll definitely get on that.
And I know Ishe is your boy, he's fighting K9, what are your thoughts on that fight?
I've been around Ishe for, 2 years, K9, obviously, respect to him, he has a title, but it's going to be a good fight, they're both veterans, they both know what they're doing, it's going to be a rough 12 rounds, it's going to come down to who sticks to the game plan, and I know, having the same trainer as Ishe and definitely being part of Ishe's camp, he definitely going to be ready, so, and this is his title shot, and he's been hungry for this, this is what he's been waiting for and asking for a long time, so he definitely going to step up, so we're going to see come February 23rd, who the better man is, and I know for a fact, Ishe going to be ready.
All right.